Hello friends, this is Nagaraj SK and welcome back once again for this series of learning C programs. So in the previous session we saw that how to write a C program for addition of two matrices. We understood that what are matrices, we understood that how to add the matrices, and also we saw the code C program for adding two numbers, adding two matrices. So in this session, now we'll move to the next experiment, that is experiment number 13, that is write a C program to create a structure with employee details and display the same. So we'll understand the problem definition first, then we'll go for the coding thing. So here I'll be typing the problem definition, that is write a program, C program, write a C program to create a structure, with employee details, employee details, and display the same, So this is our problem definition, but we have to understand that how to create a structure first and what is a structure first, and with employee details and display the same. So with the help of employee details, with the help of some employee details we have to take and we have to display that, but how to create that with the help of structure, and what is structure, right? So structure is nothing but a structure is a collection of one or more components or heterogeneous elements. We can say heterogeneous is nothing but different types. That is, a structure is a collection of one or more components or members which may be different, which may be of different types, and structures are called records in many other programming languages, and members are known as fields. So then what is the difference between arrays and structure? So arrays are nothing but a collection of elements of similar type, but here the structure is nothing but it is of different type. All the elements, all the members of the structures will be of different type, but arrays members are of similar type. That is the difference between structure and arrays. So and also we'll see the the syntax for declaration of a structure. So it makes use of a struct keyword here for declaring a structure. So I would like to write here the structure, the syntax of the structure, that is struct, then a tag name here, tag name or structure name, or you can say struct name, structure name or tag name. Then it will be having a curly braces here, and inside members of or member list, you can say member list. Then after this there is one more thing we have to have here, a variable list. This is the format of this structure or syntax of this structure. Here we can declare the variable of this type structure, even though these are the members of this structure, we can declare some other variables of this type, like how the primary data types like int, float, those are the built-in primary types, but these are the user defined type, right? Structure is a user defined type. So with the help of this structure name we can declare our own variables here, that is, we are using our own type and we are having the variables of that type. That kind of variables we can declare with the help of structure. So this is the syntax of structure. Here this struct is a keyword, that is built-in keyword, then structure name, user defined name, then member list, then variable list, right? So this is about structure. And one more thing, if you want to declare uh, for example, if you want to declare here a structure, something like this: struct struct student, struct student. As an example, I am taking here struct student. What this student structure will be having: integer, roll number, roll num, then char, that is name, character array, size 10. Then next we have int rank, then character which branch, then we can declare here with the help of variable list. That is what we can do: st1 student1 comma student2, like this. It should end with a semicolon. This is the example of a structure. Student is the name of the structure, and these are the variables of type student. We can declare these variables one more way, that is, this is the one more different way we can declare this uh, variables st1 st2 of type student. How? Just it is, take this struct student, then st1 comma st2. This is also possible. Here we can declare it like this also. So this is an example of creating a structure, and this is the syntax of the structure. So this is how it works, and we can make use of this all the variables in our programs for knowing the roll number of the student, for knowing the name of the student. So then I'll move to the for coding part, how this work, right? How we can create a structure, we saw that, and how to write how to create a structure with the help of employee details and display that. Will be coding for that. So here, so I'm considering here employee details, right? So I have to write this and one more thing, we have to create this structure outside the main method, main function. So I'm creating here first structure as include stdio.h, then struct employee then under this id I am creating id of integer type, int id, then we have char name, that is for name of the employee, it is of maximum size of 30. Then that is, it can have, the name can have maximum of 30 characters. Then one more thing is designation, it is also a type of designation or okay, it is also of size 15. Then that designation name can have maximum 15 characters. Then one more kind of variable I am going to declare here, member of this structure, as salary. Okay, and I'm declaring here one variable, that is emp, that is array variable of type of size 10. This emp is of type employee, this employee structure. So this is my structure. I have to make use of this structure, and I have to write the employee details and display the same on the output screen. So what I'll do here in the main method, int I comma n, two variables I'm taking here. So enter the number of employees. For entering the number of employees I'm taking n, and to display for entering the details like id, name, designation, salary, I'm making use of this I in the for loop. So first I have to ask the user to enter the how many employee details he want. So for that I'm making use of one printf statement here, enter the number of employees. Then we have scanf. For that we have to read the number, how many employees we need to enter, right? So percentage d, n is of type integer, it should be percentage d. Then ampersand n. After that we have a printf statement here to enter the details of the employee. Printf enter the employee details, slash n enter the employee details. Then how to read them, right? How to read employee details. So we have to use here for loop for that purpose. For that, for I equal to 0, I less than n, then I plus plus. For I equal to 0, I less than n, then I plus plus. So under this, what I have to write is here, that is employee number, that is employee id, employee number, printf, employee number is different, employee id is different. So employee printf, in these many fields I'm taking, that is employee num. Employee num is percentage d comma I plus 1 from first index, instead of because initially I equal to 0, so I'm making I plus 1 for the first employee, that is number 1, just serial, just like a serial number. So next printf statement is used for printf for the employee id, for slash n employee id. So how to print the employee id? I have to make use of this employee variable, emp variable. So to scan that, I have to use scanf statement, scanf percentage d comma ampersand emp of I dot id. That is, the dot operator is used to concatenate the employee details like id, name, designation, salary, etc. This is for employee id. So I'll make use of these two statements to display all the details, to enter all the details. So here, after this printf statement and scanf statement for employee name. So instead of id, I have to replace by it name, then employee I dot, and what is the variable I have declared there, that I have to enter name. This I have to use name, designation, and salary. name, employee name, ampersand, and it is of string type, so name will be in string type, so we have to use percentage s. Then use this statement for employee designation, employee here, designation, employee designation is, then designation is also a string type, right, string type. Then employee I dot, employee I dot designation, designation, designation. Then after that we have one more, that is for salary. So for salary, employee salary, salary, then salary I have declared it as float, so I have to write here f, that is the access identifier of that variable, access specifier, which type of variable these all are, we have to mention that. It is of type float, so percentage f, it is of type character array, so s, it is also character type, so s character string, right, so it is an integer percentage d. So after these four details, what we have to do, we have to display all these details on the user's output screen. We stored it now, we read that, and we have to display them. So how to display that, right? After this for loop, so printf employee details are, employee details are as follows, right? So here I have to make, because n number of employees will be there, so I have to make for loop here. I have to use for loop here I equal to 0 from 0 to n, so I less than n, then I plus plus, right? So printf employee number id, this I have to take again, employee number I have to display first, employee number, semicolon is missing, so I have to add that. Then after that what we have to do, employee id, employee name, employee, all these details I have to write, that is employee id, employee id, that is by the name. What is the variable name here, emp dot percentage d emp dot emp of I dot id, right? This is employee id. Then next thing is, so I have to use like this for all the fields of this structure. Then after employee id, employee name, just write name here, then employee of I comma dot name, it is concatenating the name from that structure. Then we have employee designation, percent, and this employee name is of string type, so percentage s, and designation is also of type string, that is character string, so s. Then employee id, designation, this is the variable I have used there, so I'm making use of designation variable here. Then after that one more statement for employee salary, that is of type float, so I have to make use of f specifier here, and employee I dot salary, employee dot salary. Then we have to display it, we have to run it, then debug this code or run this code and check the errors if there are present in this code, and if there are errors present, try to debug them yourself. Then okay, this is all about the employee details. So let me run this code and check whether it gives the proper output or not. So click on the run button here. And one more thing, I'm making use of online compiler. So either you can use of this online compilers, or you can go for terminals using Fedora or using Ubuntu operating systems. So here I'm making use of online compiler for running this programs. So click on run button to run this program. There is an error, enter employee details slash in program. So go to line number 38. So two things are there. Okay, two double quotes are there, that is the problem it was giving. So just rerun it once again and check whether it gives yes, it's coming, it's working properly. So enter the number of employees. So I'll be entering here just two employee details. Then enter the employee details, employee number 1, this is employee number 1. So employee ID is, what I'll do, 101, I'll give 101. Then employee name is some XYZ, employee name is XYZ. Then designation is engineer. Then employee salary is 50,000. And employee number 2, enter the details of employee 2. Employee number is 2. Then employee ID is 102. Then employee name is EQR. Then designation doctor. Then employee salary is 60,000. So you can see here all the details of employee. After entering those two employee details, hit the button enter, then you will get the employee details like this. Employee number 1, this you had entered, right? After that, employee details are employee number 1, employee ID is 101, name is XYZ, and designation is engineer. Then salary is 50,000. Then employee number 2, ID is 102, employee name is PQR, employee designation is doctor, and employee salary is, so here we have not changed that. So employee salary is employee salary. So that is the thing, that is the reason it is giving here employee ID. So just change it and rerun it once again and check the output once again. So this is all about this program. If you are having any doubts in this code, if you are having any doubts in writing, creating the structures and displaying them, please do ask your queries. Definitely I'll be available to solve your doubts and solve your queries. So thanks for watching.